what's up? In today's video, we are doing some spooky Dollar Tree crafts. No, I'm just kidding. I actually tried for you guys. I mean, wouldn't that have been something if I just did that and that was my costume and I didn't have to put all this stuff on my face? I'm a ghost that lives in the Haunted Mansion, and I'm getting real sick of people just coming in and out at the Magic Kingdom, just having a, oh, let's go look at the ghost. Like, some people live here, you know what I'm saying? I sleep there, okay? You want to come see all the ghosts, I get it. But some of us actually live there, you know what I mean? And I gotta keep walking, tripping over some tracks because there's some doom buggy coming by because y'all want to see where we live? Ugh, I don't even know really what that was. Anyways, guys, what's up? If you're new, my name is Brittany. In today's video, I am doing one of my favorite videos to film for you guys, and it is my Disney Crafts series. I have a series that comes out. I try to do bi-monthly at least, and I like to just create fun little Disney crafts that you can make for your house. Either it's fun little crafts for the kids, or it can actually be some legit really cool decor around your house. And everything is either from Dollar Tree or incredibly cheap that you can get at Walmart, no more than $1. In today's video, I am doing just that, but with the Halloween twist, of course, because after all, it is October and we need to celebrate one of the greatest months ever. So without further ado, let's just fly on into it. You see what I did there? Alright guys, first craft we are starting out with is probably my favorite from today's video, and it is my poison apple pencil holder, or whatever it is that you want for it to hold. It's like a little dish. So first you're getting this little wooden apple container from the Dollar Tree, some red paint, some paint brushes, and puffy paint. Starting out, you just paint the apple red, obviously. I end up doing 2 coats, but in between each coat I did end up sanding it down because, let's be real, it's really cheap wood from Dollar Tree. Also, this paint I did get at Walmart, technically not Dollar Tree because it is cheaper. I think it's like 50 cents at Walmart. Same with the puffy paint, I also got that at Walmart as well. So here I'm just now freehanding, trying to sketch it out. It is a different like shape than what you see here on this picture, so you kind of have to just work with what you got. But I think for being freehanded and not being an artist, I think I did okay. So first I'm just going over my outline with the puffy paint. Once I have the outline, I'm going to add more puffy paint. As you'll see, I'm going to try to like paint it on around the puffy paint I first laid out for my outline. The reason for this is I want a green base, obviously, but I'm also wanting to do a texture. So here I'm starting to spread out the paint and just kind of give it a layer. Puffy paint is meant to be layered up, so it's not really going to spread like regular paint. So I'm only spreading this just to kind of get it around, and then you're going to see me starting to pat it and give it a kind of bubbly looking texture. Once it fully dries, you can either stop there. I wanted to go one more layer. I probably could have gone for a 3rd layer, but I didn't. I just left it at the 2. But it's kind of up to you how transparent you want the green to be. If you wanted a full coverage, I would do at least 3 layers. If not, then 2 should be fine. I went back and added a little bit more because I wanted more of a border around the eyes, nose, and mouth. And that's it. It is so cool. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in it, if anything. Like I said, I think it was designed for pencils, but I'm definitely going to come up with something cooler than that if I put anything in it at all. Moving on to the next craft, we are doing the black flame candle. Now, I am not claiming I came up with this. I know there's lots of different variations of this exact craft, but to be honest with you, I always wanted one of my own in my collection, so I decided to make one and share it with you. So you're going to need a candle, obviously, and some label that says the Black Flame Candle and whatever it is that you want to say. I made this up on Word myself, and some kind of glue. I used Mod Podge. So here I'm just cutting out the label, and then I'm going to burn the edges with the lighter. Now obviously if you do this, be very careful. Paper is obviously very flammable. Liz is freaking out the whole time, but it adds this really cool old style dirty brown look, and it just is really cool. So obviously if you do it, just be careful. I then also later tried to take my scissors and add a little bit more texture by cutting some jagged areas on the label, and then I just Mod Podged it on the candle. It was very, very simple, you guys. Took literally maybe 5 minutes. I then also decided to take it one step further, and I did take a Sharpie to the wick. Now if you do this, you cannot light your candle, so if you do want to light it, I recommend maybe like burning it for a minute and letting it, you know, try and get black on its own. I didn't want the candle to ever get lower and then me not be able to use it anymore, so I decided to just put some black on it and bend it up and make it look like it's already been burned. And that's it. Very, very simple, very quick and easy, and super cute. Next craft is going to be a Coco inspired wreath. Now I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I actually filmed this last year, but I ran out of time for posting it, so I figured I would include it in this video today. So you'll see a couple different fingernail styles in this video. So first you're gonna need some cardstock or cardboard. I later use cardboard, as you'll see. You're also going to need some kind of a sugar skull, or just any kind of skull that you want to put on your wreath. I ended up using these wooden ones from Michael's from last year. I also got primary color paint because, you know, you can mix things so you have a bigger selection. I also got some glitter because I wanted to put some glitter on there. And then I also got this flat foam wreath, and you're going to need a bunch of flowers. As you see here, I already painted my little wooden skulls. I also added some glue and glitter just to the eyes, nose, and mouth. You can obviously decorate these however way you want. I wasn't sure if I was going to actually decorate them, like draw on them, because I don't have the best artistic skills, but you'll see later that I attempted. So here I'm just pulling apart the flowers. Now if you don't have wire cutters, you can still do this, but I highly recommend getting a pair. Since this video, I have invested in some, and I'm telling you, they are a lifesaver. Totally, and a thumb saver, because oh my gosh, it killed my thumbs. So if you don't have it, as you see, I'm using scissors. Don't cut the wires with scissors because they will break your scissors, trust me. But if you see me using scissors, I'm just cutting the like rubbery plastic stem on the outside just to break through that, and then I start bending the wire till it snaps. It is doable, it's just, it hurts. And some are a lot harder than others, so it definitely takes a lot longer. So if you have wire cutters, I definitely recommend using them. If not, there's options, just it's going to take a little bit longer. And as you see, I'm just filling up this wreath with a bunch of flowers. So I did go to Dollar Tree and I did buy a bunch of flowers. I just tried to pick some super colorful ones and pretty ones. I don't know if these are like the authentic type of flowers that you would see during Dia de Muertos, but I just kind of picked what I kind of liked. Here is the guitars that I use. I did get these off of Disney's website last year. Hopefully I can find the link. I will leave it in the description. So this is where I was saying you could either print it on cardstock or do what I'm doing here. I just took the guitar, cut it out, and then I glued it on a piece of thin cardboard. The reason why you want this or cardstock is just because you want something a little bit thicker so it's not super flimsy. And that's it. This is it. I just glued everything basically. I hot glued the skulls in there. I glued the guitars on there, and that was it. Very simple. You obviously don't have to add the guitars. It just kind of adds that Coco theme. So I really enjoy it. It's a little bit different than probably what I would do now, but I do enjoy it, and I hope you guys did too. Alright guys, so the next craft we are creating is this adorable little mini Madame Yoda crystal ball. So starting out, you are going to need a snow globe, because crazy enough, they are already out this season, which I think is absolutely crazy and absurd, but it works for this craft, so it's okay. Then you're going to need some kind of fur or hair. I got this fur off of I believe it's supposed to be a troll headband. You can find the toy section. Now these are already pre-cut. This is what it's supposed to originally look like, but I had already pre-cut it because I had planned on doing this craft, and then I didn't end up doing it, and it's a whole long thing, but that's why it's already cut up. And then of course you're going to need a picture of Madame Yoda. I just printed this one off of Google. So starting out, I am just taking the lid off. I'm going to be saving this clear part that's supposed to hold the water in. I just feel like it looked more like a crystal ball. And then I start trimming my picture. Now, I don't really know an exact size to tell you because it's going to obviously depend on the size of snow globe you do. You could even go and use a big fish bowl if you wanted to. So it's going to kind of depend on the size of your bowl, obviously. And then you're going to just slowly start trimming until you get to the size and shape that you are wanting to achieve. Now here, this is optional because I cut it and there's like this weird like white edge. I wanted to fold that down, so I am hot gluing it just so it's kind of more of a clear edge and there's no white showing. Obviously, if you don't have this, you don't have to do this part, but it is hard to pull that fur off the little white thing. Then I'm just going to start to stick it in the bowl. I'm starting with the big pieces and then filling in the gaps with the small pieces, and that's basically it. You just stick your picture in and close it up. I'm really happy with how this turned out. It's really simple, very, very cheap to make, and I like it. Alright guys, next is the Hocus Pocus cat spell banner. All these materials were again at the Dollar Tree. So these are cute little black cat ornaments. I guess they're supposed to go in a Halloween tree. But I did not use them as such. And here I'm showing the cats, and I forget to show you everything else. So you're gonna need twine of some sort. Again, you can get that at the dollar store easily, and some black paint, as well as some kind of a metallic marker. I found this really cheapy gold one, which I forget to show you what it looks like, but you see me using it at the Dollar Tree as well. So don't feel like you have to go out and buy a Sharpie, but if you have a metallic silver or gold one, that works just fine. So you're going to paint the cats, and then here I am just basically writing out the spell so I kind of have, you know, a template to work on. And then here I'm using that gold marker and just writing over it, and look how beautiful that comes out. I was really impressed. This was the first time I was using these markers, and I wasn't sure, a marker I should say, and I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, and it came out beautiful. So it just proves that you have to go check out Dollar Tree before you go and spend your money somewhere else, because sometimes they have things you'll never think about. And then that's it. So now you're just going to stick the twine through. So again, I do a horrible job at showing you me putting the twine through. So I go in from front to back and I pull the thread from the back, and I'm starting out with the very last phrase, which is just like this. And I'm pulling the twine through, and then I'm going to tie a little loop knot, and this is where I'll be able to hang it from, and that's why you want to start with the last one first, and then you'll just continue to slide down all the cats in the order that the spell goes. And that is it. It is seriously so beyond simple. You can obviously do whatever colors you want. You can color the twine if you want to. I kept it very basic, very simple, but it was very easy, and I really like it. It's subtle Disney. The very last craft for today's video was inspired by the cones over at Disney's California Adventure in Cars Land. These are so beyond easy, guys, and super cute and super, super simple. So first you are going to obviously need some cones, and then you can either do this craft with construction paper or Sharpie. I'm going to be doing the Sharpie route. I do recommend the Sharpie route, but if you aren't comfortable with your drawing abilities, which again, this does not take a fancy artist to do, then you can cut out your shapes with black or yellow construction paper. And if that's the case, then you will need some sort of glue or a Mod Podge. So I first start sketching with a pencil, but honestly, you guys, just skip that whole step. It was a waste of time. It was really hard to do with pencil. I had to push really hard, and I wasted just a lot of time. I would just recommend, if you're going the Sharpie route, just to start playing around with the Sharpie and doing whatever kind of look it is that you are wanting to go for. If you look online, there's several different faces and different designs that are on the cone, so feel free to do whatever it is that you want. It's super simple. If for whatever reason you do mess up, you can use hand sanitizer, and that will wipe your Sharpie off right away. Don't worry about being perfect. Mine are not perfect whatsoever. It's just about having fun and creating any kind of face that you want, like you would on a pumpkin. And that is it. Super, super simple.
People who are Disney fans, or at least Disneyland fans, will absolutely know what this decor is, and people who don't are gonna think you're really into construction cones, but that's okay too. Either way, they're super cute, especially for $1 each.
So that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite craft. I wanted to do something different. I don't know, I'm really just feeling super inspired. So I'm already having to take notes for next year. So if you like this kind of content, let me know in the comments below, because I'm really enjoying making crafts for you guys. I will leave my other craft videos in the description below, some other Disney fun crafts that I've made throughout the year. Also, if you haven't done so, please hit that subscribe button down below. I do all kinds of Disney content videos. Sometimes my girlfriend Elizabeth is with me. Sometimes I run solo, like today. And for the entire month of October, we're doing this. So make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as ring that notification bell. That way you don't miss our content, because we're extra. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will catch you in the next video. Peace. I hope you guys appreciate this, because this took me a good like 45 minutes, and I literally was on camera for like 30 seconds.